delegates and most esteemed guests, ask yourself this. Are you familiar with the enemy that never dies, never disappears, and harms everything it touches? Well, delegates, this is not a fictional villain. It's plastic waste. While addressing this issue, it is impossible to ignore that some nation bear a greater share of responsibility. China, the world's greatest plastic producer that generates over 60 millions of plastic waste every year, delegates, every year, with a significant portion of them ending up in our world's ocean, choking marine life and contaminating coastlines. Plastic waste that consists of plastic bags, plastic bottles, and even microplastics that we find in rivers, coastlines, and even ending up on our dinner plate. The French Republic law sets an agreement with the European Green Deal as to why this delegate proposed ocean bins, bins that sink slightly beneath the surface of the water, capturing any floating litter around, while still guaranteeing the safety of marine life. Thank you.
All right. Thanks to speak. Is delegate of Singapore. Singapore, you have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
Honorable chairs and distinguished delegates. Imagine that, but 268 million times more. That is how many plastic that is produced in a day. Imagine it, a day. Plastic pollution is not a funny matter. There are oceans, rivers, lakes, and landscapes that are filled with just plastic. Plastic pollution is something that we need to solve right away. And plastic pollution is a problem that is in big cities, small areas, wherever we go, we face plastic pollution. The impact is clear, delegates. Our planet is being choked by plastic, so we need to find a solution that is effective to this problem. As to why the delegate of Singapore would like to propose ZWF, Zero Waste Framework. This initiative aims to create tailored frameworks for each and every countries so that no countries will experience plastic pollution anymore. And thank you.
Thank you, Singapore. Next to speak is the delegate of Iceland. Iceland, you may have the floor.
There's a wise saying that goes, look after the land and it will look after you. Destroy the land and it will destroy you. Honorable Chair and distinguished delegates, our home is at stake. A study conducted back in 2014 had revealed that 25 trillion individual particles are floating on the surface of our ocean. That was 2014, so imagine how many there are now. And quite concisely, the delegate of Iceland is very concerned. Iceland has been recognized for playing a major part in the fight for eco-friendly sustainability, but clearly, one player in the team will never be enough, which is why we would like to introduce to our framework, ICE, also better known as, the Initiative Towards a Clean Earth, which will focus on implementing and enhancing technology towards recycling, educating the mass, and also conservation towards the environment. This delegate is looking forward for collaboration and cooperation from all member states of this council. Thank you.
All right, thank you, delegate of Iceland. Next is delegate of Switzerland. You have 1 minute. Time is yours.
Thank you, Chair. Honorable Chair, esteemed delegates. Plastic waste pollution is a critical global issue threatening ecosystems, marine life, and even human health. With over 242 million tons of waste produced annually, most of it ends up in oceans, harming biodiversity and creating microplastic hotspots. UNEP emphasized the need for sustainable management through recycling and reducing single-use plastics. Therefore, the delegates of Switzerland would like to propose Paris Agreement 2.0 that will have 3 pillars. First, addressing disparities between nations in waste infrastructure and involving NGOs, private sectors, and global treaties like Basel Convention regarding waste management. Second, prioritizing reduction, reuse, and recycling, which already implemented by Switzerland. Third, enhancement of international cooperation and regional cooperation by involving various layers or actors like member state, NGO, until individual. We are very open for further discussion towards the issue. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Switzerland. Your time remaining is authority back to the chairs. All right. You may go seated. Our delegates, we need only one motion first before we proceed to continue the debate. Is there any motions on the floor, delegates? Yes, USA.
Thank you, Chair. This delegate would like to raise a moderated caucus with the topic addressing the root causes of this issue with the speaking time 5 to 1. Is that in order?
We need to open the motion, open the debate first.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. This delegate would like to open the debate.
All right, yes, it's in order. Debate. Okay, from the delegates of United States. All right. Because this is only one motion for is in order. Yes, for those who are in favor for this motion, please raise your placard. High and firm delegates. Yes, this motion clearly passes. Now we are simply officially open the debate. Now we are open for the motions again, delegate. Is there any motions on the floor? Yes, delegate of USA.
Thank you, Chair. This delegate would like to raise a moderated caucus with the topic addressing the root cause of this issue with the speaking time 10 to 1. Oh, sorry, 5 to 1.
Okay, 5 to 1. Addressing root cause of the issue. All right. Is there any motions on the floor, delegates? All right, since none, we will voting on the delegates of USA motions, which the topic is addressing the root causes of the issue. For the total time is 5 to 1. For those who are in favor for this motion, please raise your placard, term firms. For those against, delegates. Okay, this motion clearly passes. USA, you would like to speak first or last? Okay, USA speak first. Now, chairs, we're calling all delegates who wish to be added in the speaker list for this motion. Please raise your placard, high and firm. Okay, chairs will appoint the specific delegates. Delegates of Canada, you recognize. Delegates of Finland, you are recognized. All right. Delegates of Ireland, you are recognized. Yes, Ireland. And last is delegates of Spain. Yes, you recognize. All right. We have complete delegates in here. We have total in 5 delegates in this motion. Please, all delegates, if please come forward. And the first delegate to speak is delegate of USA. Okay, USA, you have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
All right, thank you, Chair, for the recognition. Honorable Chair, fellow delegates, and most esteemed guests, if Donald Trump can cause a lot of root causes, then so plastic waste. We believe that the root cause to this issue leads to overconsumption and poor management of plastic waste. It is estimated that at least 25 trillion individual plastic particles weighing more than 244,000 tons are floating on the ocean. These plastic, which most of them do not easily biodegrade, pose a threat to the life of marine species. Therefore, this delegate would like to propose the VRPW action, which is the Volunteer to Reduce Plastic Waste. VRPW would be an NGO that aims people to take action in reducing plastic by cleaning up the beaches and the ocean. Now, this delegate calls upon member states to implement this solution because by working together, we can create a cleaner earth. With that being said, thank you, delegates.
All right, thank you, delegate of USA. Next to speak is delegate of Canada. Canada, you may have the floor. Yeah.
Honorable chairs and distinguished delegates. Delegates, every day we use countless of plastic items such as bottles, bags, straw, and food packaging. These products are designed to be used once, then thrown away. The convenience of single-use plastic has led to their widespread use and also a major contributor to plastic waste problem. This delegate also highly agreed to the delegate of USA that only 9% of plastic waste is recycled and the 50% ends up in landfill. The cheap cost of plastic production, along with lack of incentive for companies to use sustainable alternatives. Therefore, this delegate calls upon collaboration within the government to improve waste management and recycling system, investing in better recycling infrastructure, and ensuring that plastic waste is properly collected and processed to help reducing the amount of plastic that ends up in the environment. Thank you.
All right, thank you, delegates. Next to speak is delegate of Finland. Finland, you have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Chair, distinguished delegate, and most esteemed guests. We highly agree to the statements of delegates of USA that yes, this overwhelming presence of plastic in our environment has reached the point of crisis due to overproductions, overconsumptions, that that leads to mounting landfills, harming wildlife and polluting our oceans. Based on the data in 2023, of the 7 billion tons of plastic that generated globally so far, less than 10% that has been recycled. Imagine, delegates, if you too, by 2050, there are more plastic than fish in the oceans, more plastic than trees in our land, more plastic in our bodies than we can ever remove. Therefore, we propose a solution called the iconic move of plastic that based on waste to energy visions, where we provide a deposit return system that can be recycled, and it involves incinerating waste to produce heat and electricity, which can be used to power homes and industries. So, at today, or actually, delegates, it's your choice. Thank you.
Alright, thank you, Finland. Next to speak is Delegate of Ireland. Ireland, you have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
Honorable chairs and esteemed delegates, every day a truckload full of plastic gets dumped into our ocean. Every hour, every day, hundreds of these. This is not just an environmental issue. It's a ticking time bomb, and we need to ask ourselves, why is this happening? This delegate would like to echo the delegate of Finland and USA, but we would like to highlight what the delegate of Canada has said regarding the horrible maintenance of our recycling system. One of our previous solutions for plastic waste is recycling, but are we aware that only 9% of plastic gets recycled? The other 81% escapes into nature or sits in landfills. That is a disaster in making. We could take these root causes and together create tailor-made solution that fit right into the problem. Let's act as fast as possible before plastic buries us. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ireland. Your time has been elapsed. Next to speak is Delegate of Spain. As the last speakers of this motion, Spain, you have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Chair. Delegates, we're all gathered here as the delegates of the United Nations Environmental Program. If we do not truly understand the problem, what are we fighting for here? Plastic pollution has been here since the 1960s, making it not a foreign issue for us. The central cause of this problem are multi-phase, but the delegate of Spain would like to focus on some few key points. Firstly, the overuse of single-use plastic items such as plastic bags, plastic bottles, plastic straws. They were designed for convenience, but they have certain weaknesses like single-use policies. 50% of plastic waste comes from private companies, and while the public consumes it back, industrial practices are not forgotten here, while they contribute significantly to waste pollution worldwide. Excessive packaging here leads to more waste pollution, especially when food is wasted alongside it. They pose risk to not only our environment, but also to our health. To echo what the delegate of UAE said, this is a global immediate concern that needs all of our attentions. Let's build the future generation a cleaner world for the future. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Spain. Your time has been elapsed. All right, we already finished off this motion, delegates. Now chairs will be open for the new motions. Is there any motions on the floor? Okay. All right, delegates of
Italy.
Italy, yes.
This delegate would like to propose a moderated caucus for 5-1 regarding country stances.
Okay, country stances. All right. Is there any motions on the floor? Yes.
Thank you, Chair. These delegates would like to propose a moderated caucus regarding re-evaluate UNAP funding mechanism for the speaking time for 5-1. Thank you.
Re-evaluate UNEP funding mechanism. Okay. For the total times, delegate, can you repeat?
5-1 delegate. Chair, sorry.
Would you order into 10-1? okay to do the 10, so we can also to check the.
Okay, 10 to 1.
10 to 1.
Thank you, Chair.
All right. We have. Is there any motions on the floor, delegates? All right. Since none. So based on this, the most disruptive motions, we will vote on the Vietnam motions regarding re-evaluate the unit funding mechanism for 10 to 1. For those who are in favor for this motion, please raise your placard high and firm, delegates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For those against? Yes, this motion clearly failed. Okay, we will vote on the next motions. The motion from Italy to talk counter stances for 5 to 1. For those who are in favor for this motion, please raise your placard high and firm. All right, for those against? Yes, this motion clearly passes. Next, delegates of Italy, you would like to speak first or last?
Thank you, Chair. We would like to speak first.
Okay. Thank you, delegates. Now, Chair is calling all the rest of the speakers. We need 4 delegates to fill this motion. For those who are in favor to wishing to be added in the speaker list, please raise your placard high and firm, delegates. Delegates of Lithuania, you recognize. All right. Next is delegate of South Korea. Okay. Next is delegates of Thailand. Okay, delegates of Tuvalu. Yeah, that will be the last delegates of this. Lithuania. Again, Lithuania, South Korea. Thailand ya tadi. Thailand and Tuvalu. Okay. Thailand. And last is Tuvalu. Okay, we already have 5 delegates to fill these motions. All delegates that are already listed in the motion, please come forward, and we will continue for the moderated caucus. Please come forward, delegates. The first speakers will be the Italy. You have 1 minute.
Honorable Chair and fellow delegates, this world which contains many beauties has been contaminated, poisoned, and infected by plastic waste. Now, delegates, many countries have taken a stance against this and tried to heal this world of plastic waste. Now, delegates, this delegate would like to remind this council of our strong commendation towards reducing plastic waste. One of Italy's most effective laws against this problem is to ban single-use plastic. Now, this is a part of a bigger scheme, and we would like to propose a more collaborative solution. The GPP, or Global Plastic Pact, is an action towards reducing plastic and improve waste management while also promoting alternatives. This delegate looks forward to other delegates' speech, and that is all. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, delegates of Italy. Next to speak is delegate of Lithuania. Lithuania, you have 1 minute. The time is yours.
Honorable chairs, esteemed delegates, Lithuania is fully aware of the global crisis caused by plastic waste and its devastating impact on ecosystem and human health. As a country, Lithuania has already made significant efforts to reduce plastic pollution by introducing strict recycling laws. We believe that strong international cooperation is essential to solve these issues. Lithuania supports the global strategy to address plastic waste, focusing on reducing plastic production, and lastly, supporting research into biodegradable materials. Lithuania also calls for a commitment from all nations to strengthen EPR program, where manufacturers are held accountable for the full life cycle of their product. We advocate for a circular economy approach that encourages and recycling over disposal. Lastly, Lithuania stands ready to collaborate with other countries to share expertise and promote policies that reduce plastic waste, especially within the European Union, where cooperation can set an example for the rest of the world. Thank you.
All right, delegates, thank you. The time is will automatically back to the chair. Next to speak is delegate of South Korea. South Korea, you have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
Honorable Chair, esteemed delegates, the Republic of Korea strongly supports the recycling of plastic waste and has led effort in waste management. Through policies like Waste Management Act and Extended Producer Responsibility EPR Act, despite this progress, rising plastic waste highlights the need for more global solutions. South Korea aims to reduce plastic waste by 50% and achieve a 70% recycling by 2030 and work forward to plastic-free society by 2050. To achieve this, we've banned single-use plastic and promoted recycling for a circular economy. As the fifth host of international negotiation on plastic pollution, South Korea urged all member states to work together to ensure a cleaner, healthier planet for future generations. Thank you.
All right, thank you, delegates of South Korea. Next to speak is delegate of Thailand. Thailand, you have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Chair. Honorable Chair and distinguished delegates, plastic waste is one of the most serious environmental problems. Plastic waste can suffocate marine animals, poison groundwater, and adversely affect human health. Around the world, 1 million plastic bottles are purchased every minute, while up to 5 trillion plastic bags are purchased every year. In total, half of plastic produced is designed for single-use purpose. Thailand has taken significant steps towards addressing plastic waste, driven by growing concerns over environmental sustainability, public health, and the economic impact of plastic waste. This country's stance on plastic waste can be summarized through several key initiatives, regulation, and strategies. 1. Developing sustainable alternative to reducing plastic usage. And the third one is recycling plastic waste. Thank you.
All right, thank you, delegates. Next to speak is delegate of Tuvalu as the last speakers on this motion. You have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
The Honorable Chair and distinguished delegates, this speech is going to be short as Ariana Grande. Tuvalu stand in the front line of plastic waste crisis. Despite contributing almost nothing to this problem, our ecosystem and marine life are drowning in waste. This pollution threatens our livelihood, our health, and also our survival. Tuvalu has an urgent global action: pass out a single-use plastic, improve waste management, and support a vulnerable nation like ours. We are also binding international agreement to major polluter accountable for the damage they cause. Plastic waste knows no border, but neither should our effort to address it. Let us work together to protect our ocean, our communities, and also our future. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tuvalu, for your speech. We already completed all of the motions for this motion, delegates. Now we are open for the motions again. Is there any motions on the floor, delegates? All right, delegates of UK.
The delegate of UK would like to propose a moderated caucus of 5-1 regarding the impact of plastic pollution on human health.
Impact of plastic pollution on human health. All right. Is there any, just in order, delegates of UK? Thank you for the motions. Is there any motions on the floor? Yes, delegate of Sweden.
The delegate of Sweden would like to propose a moderated caucus regarding the status quo in every country from 10-1.
Status quo for every country. Oh. Of each country.
For 10-1.
10-1. All right, is there any motions on the floor, delegates? All right, since none, we will vote first by delegate of Sweden first, because this motion is the most effective one, to talk about the status quo of each country. For those who are in favor for this motion, please set your placard high and firm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. For those against? Yes, this motion clearly failed. We will vote on the next motions by United Kingdom to talk about impact of the plastic pollution on human health. 5-1. For those who are in favor for this motion, please raise your placard high and firm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For those against, yes, this motion clearly passes. United Kingdom, would you like to speak first or last?
First, please.
Okay, you are already first. Now, Charles is calling all the rest delegates for who wishing to be added in the speaker list. Please raise your placard high and firm. Okay, a delegate of Austria, delegate of Netherlands, yes, Netherlands. Delegate of Belgium, yes, okay. Delegate of Belgium recognized, and last delegate is delegate of Denmark. You recognize. All right, we already have 5 delegates in these motions. Please, all delegates come forward. The first speaker is delegate of United Kingdom. You have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
Honorable chairs, esteemed delegates, and distinguished guests. The United Kingdom stands today to highlight the critical impact of plastic pollution on human health. While the environmental consequences of plastic waste are well known, the danger it possesses towards public health are often overlooked. Microplastic, found in our food, water, and air, have been linked to several health issues, including respiratory problems, reproductive harm, and even cancer. While the UK has taken several steps to reduce plastic waste, we recognize that this is a global challenge that requires a collective action. We call for an international effort to reduce plastic production, improve waste management, and promote research into safer alternatives. We must act to protect not only our environment, but the health of our current and future generation. Thank you.
All right, thank you, delegate of UK. Next to speak is delegate of Austria. Austria, you have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
Honorable Chair and esteemed delegates, first and foremost, we would like to thank the delegate of Britain for bringing up a motion that has clearly not yet been highlighted enough on our agenda here today. Delegates, we cannot ignore an often overshadowed issue regarding plastic, which is the devastating impacts of its waste. A case study shown from 2022 has showed that the global estimate for the cost of plastic-related health effects to be at $100 billion per year. Delegates, this is a problem that is quite literally present in every single country in the world, yet broadly it recognized international agreements such as the Basel Convention to have shown little to no effort to combat or even address this issue. Hence, the delegate of Austria would like to promote our solution, which involves 3 key pillars, which is the environment, the disposal, and the collection, of which this delegate will be conversing on later discussions. Thank you.
All right, thank you, delegate of Austria. Next to speak is delegate of Netherlands. Netherlands, you have 1 minute. Yes, the floor is yours.
The Netherlands would like to start today's speech with one word: microplastics. Tiny plastics that can be found in our air, water, and food, and can enter our body through inhalation, ingestion, as well as skin absorption. To support the claims of previous delegates, studies by Rockman as well as Wright and Kelly have shown that microplastics can cause inflammation, oxidative stress, as well as cell damage, which can lead to further problems such as cancer, as well as respiratory and reproductive issues. Alongside microplastics, the act of plastic pollution itself also contaminates our environment with harmful chemicals such as phthalates and BPA that can be found within our environment. With this, the Netherlands believes that to protect our health and environment, it is crucial that we properly dispose of our plastic waste, reduce plastic waste use, and support policies that promote sustainability. Thank you.
All right, thank you, delegate of Netherlands. Next to speak is delegate of Belgium. Belgium, you have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
Honorable Chair and fellow delegates, imagine living in a world where the main cause of death is plastic. Well, that might soon become a reality. Plastic causes illness and death from the toxic substances it contains, such as dioxins and furans. People also dump plastics, for example, on rivers, causing toxic floods and more deaths. Terfan stated that around 400,000 to 1 million people died from plastic burnt or dumped nearby. Belgium agrees with the previous delegates that already talked about this topic, but we would also like to add that this delegate believes that the world needs to prevent more leaderings from raising awareness about its dangers and also invent alternatives to plastic like bioplastics. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Delegate of Belgium. Next to speak is Delegate of Denmark. Denmark, you have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
Honorable Chair, fellow delegates, plastic pollution poses serious risk to human health. According to the World Health Organization, harmful chemicals like BPA in plastic can disrupt hormones and increase disease risk, while microplastic in food and water carry toxins that harm the body. Breathing plastic particles can damage the lungs, and burning plastic releases toxic gases that cause respiratory problems. Polluted environments also impact mental well-being. To protect health, reducing plastic use, switching to safer alternative, and improving waste management are essential steps. Therefore, this delegate would like to propose a solution called Less Environmental Garbage Output, or LEGO. This initiative aims to collaborate with other nations to improve recycling system, promote innovation in sustainable materials, and support global ocean cleanup efforts, highlighting a collective dedication to sustainability and protecting the environment. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Denmark. Now we already finished these motions, delegates. Now, chairs, we're looking for the another motions that focus on unmoderated caucus. Is there any motions on the floor, delegates? All right, delegates of Tuvalu. Yes, with the mix, yeah.
The delegates of Tuvalu would like to propose a 5-minute unmoderated caucus.
5 minutes off?
Unmoderated caucus.
Unmoderated caucus, all right. Tuvalu is 5 minutes unmoderated caucus. Yes, is there any motions on the floor, delegates? Okay, calling once, twice. Yes, UAE?
Is the delegate of Tuvalu willing to amend the time to the maximal amount of time?
Sure.
For the maximum time, maybe chairs will be ordered for just only for 5 minutes, delegates. Is it okay? All right then. Okay, since we have 5 minutes, since we have only one motions, delegates, we will vote on the Tuvalu motions. For those who are in favor for this motion, please click on high and firm, delegates. All right, this motion clearly passes. Now, we officially start unmoderated caucus by now.
Because people have logical terms and they're able to implement it on their daily lives.
Okay, firstly, UNEP already have a succeed campaign. So why do we need to raise awareness again, delegates? So this conclusion that delegate of China and delegate of Belgium is repeating effort or duplicating effort.
Okay, the delegates would like to add about the statement from the delegate of USA. We do awareness a lot, and it's not giving any result, delegates.
Okay, can the delegate
Yeah.
speak? The delegate highly believes that raising awareness is needed, but not that essential, because awareness is very important, because there are a lot of people that are very ignorant, and because plastic can be divided into two, plastic that are dangerous and plastic that cannot be recycled.
The delegate of UAE also notices that the delegate of USA emphasizes on NGOs, which we would like to highlight that the UNEP doesn't agree a lot on the NGOs and is not part of their what? Mandate. That's not a part of their mandate. NGOs isn't needed in the UNEP thing. And also you saying that your solution is mostly targeted towards reducing plastic pollution with collaborating with NGOs, isn't that correct?
No, because UNEP cannot create an NGO.
We need to focus. Delegates, let's all make a bigger circle. Yes. Now, for raising awareness, UNEP also disagree to your solution. No, NGO can collaborate with the government.
You cannot create an NGO because you only can create a partnership and collaboration. You cannot create an NGO.
Yeah, that's not elaborated. So please, we are focusing
why are
on
you talking about our
focusing on raising awareness.
Clearly not allowed. Everybody be quiet.
Please, delegates, let's all make a big circle. Okay. Let's all make a big circle, delegates.
Delegates.
Yes, but we're actually needed and you need
Delegates,
action.
let's be civil.
And you're only raising
Delegates.
awareness.
Okay.
Raising awareness
Okay,
only to
I will-
educate them, not solving the problem.
Okay, no.
Hold on.
Okay, delegates. Okay.
Let's make a bigger circle, please. No. Delegates, can we please make a bigger circle? Clarissa. Delegates, could we please make a bigger circle? Currently, there are two problems in this council with our solutions. One opinion base is about NGOs and how it's needed in our development for the plastic pollution, and one targets towards raising awareness. If we could please have the delegates that agree with NGOs and the delegates that agrees on raising awareness, could they all please go on this side? And delegates who disagree for raising awareness, please join this block, the USA and France block.
Delegates who disagree.
On raising awareness, who disagree on raising awareness.
Delegates, please make two big blocks.
Delegates, please maintain the quorum, please. Delegates, please maintain the quorum. Alright. Okay, udah. The time has been elapsed, delegates. Please back to your seats. The time has been elapsed. Please back to your seats, delegates. Alright. Okay, please be seated, delegates. Now we are open for the new motions again, delegate. Is there any motions on the floor? All right. Wait a minute. I will setting the laptop first. Okay. Is there any motions on the floor? Yes. Delegate of Netherlands first. Yes. Netherlands. What's your motions, please?
Thank you, Chair. The delegate of the Netherlands would like to propose a motion for 521 regarding to review the Paris Agreement. Thank you.
Review Paris Agreement. For the total time, can you repeat, delegates?
Actually, amend that. 15 to 1.
15 to 1. All right, 15 to 1. All right. Is there any motions? Yes, delegate of Japan. Yes, Japan.
This delegate would like to raise a moderated caucus for 10-1 regarding the butterfly effect of plastic pollution.
Butterfly effect.
10-1.
Of plastic pollution. Total time is 10-1, yeah.
10-1.
Okay. Okay. We have. Is there any one motions again? Yes, delegates of Germany. Yeah.
This
Yes,
delegate proposes a moderate caucus regarding plastic effects towards the ecosystem for 5-1.
Wait. Plastic effect towards ecosystem. Plastic effect towards ecosystems. Okay. System. Germany and 5-1. All right, delegates, we already have the
has witnessed firsthand the damage caused by plastic waste, from polluted rivers to declining fish populations in the Caspian and Black Seas. To combat this, Russia supports the development of affordable, eco-friendly alternatives to plastics. This motion calls for funding and research partnerships between developed and developing nations. With international cooperation, we can shift towards sustainable solutions that protect ecosystems and promote economic growth. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Delegate of Russia. Next to speak is Delegate of Monaco. Monaco, you have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
Honorable Chair and distinguished delegates, the delegation of Monaco would like to highlight the impact of plastic pollution on our ecosystem, particularly marine environments. As a nation surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea, Monaco has witnessed the devastating effect of microplastic on biodiversity, fishery, and coastal economies. We believe immediate action is necessary. Monaco calls for a global commitment to ban single-use plastic, strengthening recycling technology to reduce waste, international collaboration for marine cleanup projects. Plastic pollution is a global issue that transcends borders. Monaco has shown commitment to the issue by establishing a national agency focused on this problem with a specially allocated budget. Through this forum, we hope all member states can take similar steps. Monaco urges all nations to take shared responsibility in addressing this crisis. We are more than happy to have fruitful discussion and work together on concrete solutions that will benefit not only our ecosystem but also future generations. Thank you.
Next to speak is Delegate of Australia. Australia, you have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
Honorable chairs and esteemed delegates, plastic waste is a silent invader infiltrating every corner of our planet. Plastic waste is disrupting ecosystems, threatening biodiversity, and undermining the delicate balance that sustains life on Earth. An estimated 20 million metric tons of plastic waste is leaking into our environment every year, polluting our lands, rivers, and oceans. Therefore, we would like to propose 2 solutions. Our first solution is to create a global partnership under organizations like the UNEP to help countries standardize practices and share technology. Our second solution is for governments to create stricter regulations on industries generating plastic waste by creating mandatory waste audits and plastic production caps. Delegates, the health of our ecosystem is the health of our planet. Australia calls on this assembly to unite in addressing plastic waste with urgency, ambition, and collaboration. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Delegate of Australia. Next to speak, the last speakers on this motion, Delegate of Vietnam, you have 1 minute. The floor is yours.
Delegates, every year, 2 million tons of plastic enters our ocean, endangering marine species through ingestion and entanglement. Terrestrial ecosystems are also affected as plastics disrupt soil health and leach toxins into groundwater. Therefore, Vietnam would like to propose a solution called global protection to our ecosystem. This is a united global effort to protect ecosystems. This includes stricter regulation on plastic disposal, restoration to affected habitats, and international collaboration to prevent further harm to our planets. The expectation is we can achieve global zero plastics in 2015. Moreover, this will be followed by supporting actions such as reducing single-use plastics and promoting biodegradable alternatives. Vietnam also emphasized the need for innovation in recycling technology and urged developed countries to share this progress with developing countries. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Vietnam. Sma Labs. All right, we already finished on this motion, delegates. Now we just only need 1 motion on the floor, delegates. Is there any motions on the floor? Yes, Delegate of United Arab Emirates.
The delegate of UAE would like to set a motion to adjourn this meeting.
To adjourn this meeting. All right. With the seconds, yes. United Arab Emirates. All right, is there any motions on the floor, delegates? Yes, you have. 3 minutes TW. Yeah, I think that's all in order, delegates. We're gonna vote on these motions, last motions. All right. For those who are in favor for this motion, please set your placard high and firm, delegates. Yes, for those against. Yes, this motion clearly passes. Now, the UNEP Council is officially adjourned. Okay, I will back to the MC for the continue of the events. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Rajri. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to every delegate who gave us a greatest performance and to this session. Yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are proceeding to the last agenda. Let's watch a short video exhibiting student progress at extensive training. Thank you.
Honorable chairs, esteemed delegates, eco-friendly,
And fellow
a
delegates,
garbage truck full of
imagine if you had
plastic is dumped
8.8
Honorable
billion
chair,
organisms.
esteemed
Honorable
delegates,
chair and
and
distinguished delegates,
assembling
assembling
twice
twice
formidable
formidable
members,
members,
as you can see,
with
this
this
is
our
our
way.
way.
In plastic waste is one of the most significant challenges in the world that is like panels.
What more can we say?
Delegates, we live in a world where convenience often comes at a cost.
For years, million tons of trash, most of them being plastic, are produced worldwide. Plastic waste is a global crisis threatening our ecosystems and future generations.
Imagine living in a world where plastic wastes are abundant.
The world produces over 400 million tons of plastic annually, yet only 9% is.
Now, this problem has become such a problem that we need to solve this problem immediately.
Only 9% of plastic is recycled.
Okay, delegates of Lithuania.
As a member of European Union, Lithuania has already taken proactive steps, such as
Every year, millions of tons of plastic waste enters the ocean, contributing to.
Okay, you may turn your gun. For this
of plastic from upstream, midstream, and downstream production or various.
Plastic pollution is not only an environmental issue, it is a humanitarian one.
And as such, we generate a lot of plastic waste. With plastic waste poses a major environmental challenge. Its durability and
plastic waste. This issue is not merely a matter of environmental concern. It would get sorted into students because it is always up to no good. They have an important the regulations
The United Kingdom recognizes the urgent global issue regarding plastic waste.
Management for recycling, reducing single-use plastics.
Cristiano Ronaldo's iconic cheer.
Every year, millions and millions of plastics are thrown in the ocean, which cause immense. Delegates, China would like to speak on this urgent environmental issue.
South Korea has taken significant steps.
Denmark takes a proactive policy on tackling plastic waste. question. This delegate was also so I think it's better to make a framework.
Teaching them from a very young age so that you can influence them.
Teaching is not necessary. What we need now is action. We do a lot of it. We do need a lot of time. Yeah, hold on. Wait, delegate, hold on.
Now we are going to have a panel discussion from our head coach from Mr. Rif.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Allow me to have a discussions of this with Indonesia, so it will be more clearly for everyone. Salam kenal Bapak Ibu sekalian. Saya Fikri, biasa dipanggil Coach Fikri. Saya yang bantu jadi head of coach teman-teman anak-anak yang akan berangkat ke Cmunce 2025 ini. Sebelumnya perkenalkan, saya kenalin tim saya dulu yang bantu pegang anak-anak. Kita bertiga pegang, selain saya ada Coach Ajrin. Saya hai dulu Ajrin. Ajrin ini salah satu coach andalan saya juga. Beliau lulusan hukum. Kalau Bapak Ibu pernah tahu Tokopedia sama TikTok merger, dia adalah salah satu tim di balik itu. Jadi dia yang pegang legalnya itu. So he is very strong in legals. Terus ada Revin juga. Saya hai Revin. Revin ini sekarang dia S2 UI Hukum Perdagangan ya? Hukum Perdagangan Internasional. Hukum Perdagangan Internasional. Saya sendiri lulusan Hubungan Internasional. I've been in MUN since 2017. Bapak Ibu dari 2017. Kalau ditanya berapa kali MUN, agak sombong tapi sekitar 60 kali. Jadi agak banyak. Karena dulu saya cari duit dari MUN. Gitu. Anyway, Bapak Ibu tadi kita udah melakukan simulasi. Tapi kira-kira kegambar nggak tadi anak-anak ngapain? Itu apa aja? Cukup kegambar nggak? Tapi pasti bingung ya. Kenapa kok ada diskusi satu-satu, ada yang habis itu di tengah segala macam. Jadi izinkan saya jelasin dikit supaya kegambar juga apa sih yang dilakukan anak-anak nanti di US. Jadi simpelnya kita punya MUN procedure. MUN procedure itu simpelnya lagi terbagi jadi 3 nanti. Formal, informal, dan drafting. Formal itu yang tadi anak-anak lakuin, ada berbagai tipe. Intinya mereka akan kasih speech. Jadi maju di satu depan-depan, mereka akan kasih speech satu-satu sesuai motions atau tema yang ditentuin. Nah, di sana tuh semua didengar dan itu jadi salah satu penilaian utamanya. Yang kedua, dan ini yang paling berat sebenarnya, biasanya kita suka keteteran di sini, itu tadi sesi informalnya, atau kita nyebutnya unmoderated caucus. Jadi mereka kan tadi kalau Bapak Ibu perhatiin, mereka tarik-tarikan, terus kemudian berusaha mencari teman-temannya, membentuk sebuah lingkaran circle. Kita menyebutnya dengan blocking. Nah, jadi mereka akan blocking berdasarkan stance negaranya atau pendapat negara mereka. Nah, ini kalau di diplomat tuh proses lobbyingnya, Bapak Ibu, proses lobby-lobbynya. Nah, setelah mereka berhasil, yang hari ini kita nggak praktekin ya karena itu panjang, kita nanti prosesnya ada drafting namanya. Drafting itu adalah proses pembuatan rancangan undang-undang internasional. Jadi mereka akan benar-benar bikin dari kita nyebutnya preambulatory clauses, jadi pembukaan undang-undang sampai operatifnya sampai isi-isiannya. Jadi ini hal yang berat. Kami dulu angkatan saya itu mulai di perkuliahan, tapi anak-anak ini mulai di jenjang SMA. Sekarang beberapa ada yang mulai di jenjang SMP. What a big achievement buat mereka. Jadi kita perlu apresiasi bareng-bareng untuk mereka karena ini bukan hal yang mudah untuk mereka. Boleh kasih tepuk tangan untuk anak-anak kita. Nah, sekarang pasti pertanyaannya adalah potensi untuk menangnya gitu di Cmunce. Jadi saya cerita dikit, di MUN itu hanya ada 5 awards maksimal. Jadi satu council itu isinya 40 sampai 50 orang, awardsnya cuma ada 5, Bapak Ibu. Yang pertama itu best delegates kita nyebutnya, jadi itu peringkat 1. Yang kedua itu outstanding delegates, ini peringkat 2-nya. Ketiga kita sebutnya honorable mentions, peringkat 3. Verbal commendations, ini juara harapan. Jadi tadi kalau disebutin ada honorable mentions itu peringkat 3, verbal commendations itu juara harapan, peringkat 4, peringkat 5. Dan kemudian yang terakhir itu ada best positions paper. Jadi mereka kan sebelumnya bikin paper, nah papernya itu dinilai sendiri terpisah. The chances will be a very difficult, tapi kita melihat masa depan yang cerah di mereka. Kita udah pegang banyak proyek ke US dan ini biasanya salah satu delegasi terbaik yang pernah kami pegang. Nggak bohong Bapak Ibu, karena kami sendiri, maksudnya saya dan tim, total kita megang 65 sekolah se-Jabodetabek. Banyak kan? Banyak, pusing makanya. Nah, kita bagi sekolah dan ini salah satu program signifikan yang sangat terbaik. Dan makanya ini juga sempat disampaikan oleh Miss Risa, kita udah menang beberapa kali di MBL level nasional. Of course we want to improve this, kita pengen improve ini. Kami usahakan yang terbaik, saya bersama Kevin, bersama Ajin, bersama tim yang lain untuk keberhasilan anak-anak. Itu yang mungkin saya sampaikan. Nah, di forums mungkin saya mau open juga Bapak Ibu untuk kalau ada pertanyaan gitu atau ada masukan, ada kritikan yang selama ini mungkin anak-anak sampaikan ke Bapak Ibu tapi tidak pernah sampai ke kita, sehingga nanti di sisa waktu yang ada kita akan lakukan yang terbaik. Ini termasuk nanti kalau ada hal-hal teknis juga nanti Miss Risa atau Pak Gifai juga bantu jawab. Tapi dari sisi saya akan bantu jawab dari sisi coaching dan akademiknya. Mungkin Bapak Ibu ada yang ingin menyampaikan, boleh pertanyaan, boleh saran, boleh kritik. Boleh, silahkan Bapak.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Edra Emilza. Saya memperhatikan tadi simulation yang dilakukan oleh anak-anak dalam Cmunce ini. I think I have a question. Hari ini kita membahas mengenai plastic waste ya.
Correct.
Will it be the same topic when they have a real Cmunce demonstration later on in US ya Pak?
Ya, untuk pakai bahasa Indonesia ya Pak, biar semuanya ngerti ya Pak. Ya, untuk topik Cmunce sendiri itu sebenarnya berbeda Pak. Ada topik cyber security, ada topik gender equality, dan ada beberapa topik lainnya. Nah, status saat ini kita sudah tahu topiknya apa, tapi kita sedang menunggu allocations dari panitianya. Jadi dari panitia itu akan allocations, kita dapat negara apa dan topiknya apa.
Jadi kita punya kesempatan untuk berlatih berarti ya.
Betul.
Membahas topik yang akan benar-benar
dipakai di sana.
Dipakai nanti di sana. Karena to be honest, dari yang saya perhatikan tadi sih, sebagian anak-anak kita itu masih dalam konteks menghafal gitu loh, menghafal apa akan mereka ucapkan. I think they need to understand the concept and the philosophy of the topic gitu loh, agar dia bisa menjawab jika sekiranya ada debat dari angel yang berbeda di luar yang mereka hafal gitu loh. Itu menurut saya sih secara pribadi. Makasih.
Ya, baik. Terima kasih Bapak. Sangat setuju. Betul, kita nggak deny itu. Ya, kita terima kasih Bapak masukannya, kita akan tingkatin itu. Jadi kita akan push anak-anak nanti supaya untuk lebih memahami konteksnya dan dibanding hanya menghafalkan speech 1-2. Terima kasih Bapak masukannya. Mungkin dari Bapak Ibu yang lain. Nah, jika nggak ada mungkin dari anak-anak, kalau nggak ada boleh nggak Coach Fikri minta testimoni dari kalian, mungkin cerita gimana sih so far coachingnya, persiapannya, dan gimana menuju Cmunce ini? Deg-degan kah atau bingung atau apa? Ada volunteer dulu deh. Ada mau volunteer nggak? Kalau nggak ada bakal aku tunjuk. Nggak ada. Kalau nggak ada USA deh yang paling vokal. Cerita dikit, Mbak Ibu. Kemarin kita ada inspiring juga dengan Aimun. Jadi kan Lab School juga ada ke Aimun ke Malaysia. Terus kita coba sparringin dan kita kasih awards juga buat delegates. Nah, Alicia ini yang peringkat satunya, best delegates-nya di sparring itu. Gokil. Ya boleh, Lisha. Lompat. Ya Budigi.
Oke, halo semua teman-teman dan Bapak Ibu yang hadir di sini. Untuk testimoni Globi. Jadi aku pertama tuh gak tahu sama sekali MUN tuh apa. And then kan mulai coaching di Globi. Terus aku tetap gak ngerti tuh awalnya sampai kita beneran simulasi untuk pertama kalinya. Disitulah aku tahu gimana sih MUN work. Karena kalau dijelasin doang tuh nggak akan ngerti. Jadi here's the thing, the key is you need to know the real MUN. So you need to experience it, then you can know how that goes. Yeah. MUN, that's how MUN goes. And then aku juga suka sama coachingnya Gobi karena selain mereka kasih materi, mereka juga bisa, kalau misalnya kita tanya personal, mereka bisa jawab. Dan gak cuman pas di kelas doang, kalau misalnya kita ada MUN competition, mereka juga free consultation. Jadi kalaupun dari rumah kita mau nanya position paper kita gimana, itu masih boleh. Jadi it's a very recommended
Makasih
course.
Ya, kalau harapannya untuk Cmunce apa? Kamu punya ekspektasi apa sih, Alicia, ke Cmunce?
Aku pengen banget menang. Ya semua orang pengennya kayak gitu ya. Well, most of you think about the shopping, but me and Kalila thinks that how the competition will go. We will face 100 delegates from other country, and like Matu mentioned that my English is not that good, and then they already have a basic English. That's why me and Kalila are so scared about it. But yeah, we will try and do our best in Cmunce 2025, and I hope that I could get honorable mention maybe in Cmunce 2025.
Bagus, mantap. Belajar ya, tapi Alicia ya, banyak yang perlu dikejar. Cerita dikit lagi Bapak Ibu sebelum ke agenda selanjutnya. Ini sebenarnya saya disuruh ngabisin waktu aja karena nunggu makanan belum datang. Tapi anyway, mohon maaf. Nah, cerita dikit, saya 2019 ke Paris MUN, Paris International MUN, diadain oleh Sorbonne University. Itu kalau di sini kayak UI-nya sana lah, gitu. Nah, di sana saya dapat awards Outstanding Delegates. Boleh kalau mau tepuk tangan? Pada tahun itu 2019 saya berangkat 16 orang dan ini tuh kalau pada waktu itu bukan delegations buat sekolah ya, tapi benar-benar Indonesian delegates. Jadi kita ke sana, kita disambut sama KBRI dan segala macamnya. The one and only orang Asia yang menang, bukan Indonesia lagi. The one and only orang Asia yang menang. Boleh kalau mau tepuk tangan lagi. Sombong. Pada waktu itu environment-nya belum kayak sekarang ya, makanya saya terkenal banget Pak, Bu sebenarnya. Sombong lagi. Nggak, nah 2017 kan itu peringkat 2, peringkat 1-nya itu orang UK, peringkat 3-nya saya itu orang Jerman pada waktu itu. Long story short, pulang, banyak coaching, ngecek juga. Habis itu saya bantuin gak cuma di Indo doang, tapi di Singapura, saya bantuin di NTU, di Philippines, lupa nama univnya tapi di Manila, dan sempat di Malaysia juga gitu. Sebelum habis itu COVID pulang. Nah, sekarang lebih major udahan, mau bilang industri tapi bukan industri, kompetisinya. Jadi MUN itu masih baru sebenarnya Bapak Ibu di Indonesia. MUN itu mulai masuk di Indonesia, ada yang mau tebak tahun berapa? 2012. Masih baru banget 2012. Tapi baru mulai happening, baru mulai naik di sekitar 2015-an. Nah, status sekarang orang Indonesia, orang Asia udah mulai banyak yang menang. Berarti di Harvard itu udah mulai dari tahun 50-an. Jadi MUN pertama itu tahun 1955, kurang lebih 10 tahun setelah UN berdiri. Jadi emang di sana, di luar, di US tuh lebih matang, dan ini tuh emang pusatnya gitu. Jadi mereka ini bersaing ke pusat kehidupan dari these competitions. Nah, sekarang orang Asia, orang Indonesia udah banyak yang menang. Di Yale, di Jepang, di Korea, di Jerman itu udah banyak yang menang. Jadi sebenarnya kesempatan kita udah banyak karena udah lebih banyak yang berangkat, udah lebih banyak yang tahu harus ngapain, udah tahu strateginya mau ngapain. So ini sebenarnya privilege juga untuk mereka. Jadi kalau bilang Alicia, aku pengen menang, itu mungkin banget, tapi itu comes with the hard work, datang dengan kerja keras, dan harus diakuin ada faktor hokinya juga gitu. Jadi berdoa ya, sholat ya Anda ya. Oke. Sambil kita lanjut lagi, mungkin ada, aku minta 2 atau 3 anak lagi buat kasih testimoni, boleh masukkan juga. Ada yang mau volunteer? Ya udah boleh deh.
And to other fellow delegates, aim for the best, aim for best delegates. So pas kalian nanti dapatnya VC or unmanned, at least kalian menang. So aim for the best, aim for best del guys. That's it. Thank you.
Mantap, semangat. Aku harap semangatnya juga sama ya, maksudnya jangan di Alicia doang, jangan di 1-2 orang, tapi semangatnya sama, kita gotong royong bareng-bareng. Arya mau kasih, nggak apa, Arya kasih testimoni, harapan, pesan buat teman-teman.
I'm sorry. Testimony. Well, I didn't think that I thought that MUN would be easy, but as soon as I went into a real MUN, it was like really hard. But because of the MUN coaching from Globi, I found myself at a really great position where I have like experience beforehand, and yeah, I don't really know what else to give for a testimony. I wish to get like maybe a verbal commendation or a honorable mention in the upcoming Cmunce event. Yeah.
Thank you, Arya. Mantap. Terima kasih banyak. Maybe the others one want to give. Yes, siap. Nih. Oke, jadi banyak, mantap.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Diana, and so when I first got in Cmunce, when I first made the position paper, it was really hard. It took me around 2 days to complete it, but 2 days is hard, but
yeah.
It was a really hard topic, and I had a pretty decent country. But the more I learn, the more hours I spend in the school training with Globi, with Coach Fikri, with Ka Ajrin, it made me realize how much effort I need to put in every sort of aspect in the draft resolution, in the position paper, even in the GSL. And we got really pushed by every single coach, especially this one time before an MUN in Laurencia. We were told to make around 5 speeches in under 15 minutes. Even though that may sound impossible, but it really did help me. And at the end of the day, I was able to learn how to create speeches on the spot, how to make a GSL easily, and how to persuade more delegates. But in my first MUN, I did talk like a bit, but it wasn't as much as the past MUNs that I went to. But I'm still trying to grow with all of my friends here, to learn how to persuade people, to learn how to speak more confidently, and to learn just more from the coaches.
Thank you. Oke, jadi intinya harus terus belajar. The first MUN didn't talk, I talk, tapi dikit. Ya, oke. It's come with the process, totally fine. Thank you so much. Ya tuh.
Yes, I would like to add from what Diana said.
My first MUN was horrible. I talked at the GSL speech and that's it for the whole day. And yeah, and it wasn't until the coaching the day before Santa Laurencia, we were made to make a speech in like under 10 or 5 minutes or 15 minutes. And I was in the verge of crying, not gonna lie. But I stand to myself, and what I would like to tell you guys and deliver to you, try to find the potential in yourself. So like you don't know what you can do before you try. Thank you.
Thank you. Nah itu bagus tuh tadi. You don't know before you try. So you must try a lot of MUN. Kita sebenarnya masih ada waktu, teman-teman. Maksudnya waktu sampai kalian berangkat ke Cmunce. So please find some MUN. Mungkin bisa online. Atau kita nanti mungkin bisa bikin simulasi lagi internal to train you more gitu. Yang I'm very aware, maksudnya paham banget kalau kalian tuh pertama kayak, aduh gue baru nyiapin JSL doang, sekali doang gitu. The thing is, it's okay, itu for the start, tapi what the expectations after nanti pas di Cmunce, you can prepare more gitu, so you can understand the topic more gitu. Okay? Mau nambahin? Yeah, sure.
Okay, so there aren't going to be any awards for best position paper. However, I'd like to tell you that there is going to be an award for an essay competition. So just try to make an essay, and let's see who can win. Thank you.
Ya, langsung aja coba.
So, hello everyone. My name is Aisha Dirantan Shazia from class 11I. Jadi before MUN, even now I struggle with social anxiety a lot. Even now, according to the previous chairs from the previous MUNs that I've been to, I lack effect because during unmod where everything is just chaos, that is where I mainly struggle to bring effort to discuss. I do try, but still, again, it still scares me sometimes. Just literally in the simulation, you can see I was like a little bit struggling when people were screaming everywhere. But there is something that I learned. Something that I learned is just like the concerns from the parents earlier, the concern about reading during speeches, right? I'm going to come clean to all the coaches here. In my last 3 MUN, I never prepared a proper speech. I prepared 3 speeches at best, and then prepared 7 different motions. And then for the rest of the motions that I did not prepare speech for, I literally freestyled everything. But the reason I'm able to do that, and the reason why I'm able to even get Vercom in the first place, is actually to understand the material given. Like learn from the study guide, and also do your own extensive research to your own countries too. And that is literally the only key, the one that I've learned at least. I remember there was like exercises where you have to make how many speeches? 30 in blah blah minutes, right? Well, in MUN it's like it can be 30 seconds. There's a time where I didn't prepare a speech. And I had to go first, so I just took whatever I could highlight from my research matrix and go from there. That's my only advice for you all. Thank you.
Amazing. Aisyah, kalau boleh tanya dikit, so kan dari banyak part of the MUN, dari tadi kamu mention systematic, positions paper, GSL, unmod, drafting, which part that you will most struggle on?
Unmod.
Unmod, why?
Unmod. Because people are just screaming everywhere, and I can't, people are screaming everywhere, and sometimes I want to speak, but in MUNs, there will always be like a sense of selfishness within delegates. Like no matter how much you try to be diplomatic, people want to speak, and sometimes I'm too nice to just like let other people speak.
Okay, amazing. It's okay, just take your time dan ingat gaya unmod yang aku ajarin. So if you cannot screaming, kalian tarikin satu-satu ya. Oh ya, by the way sekarang aku mau kasih feedback buat kalian. Nanti pas unmod, especially di US, jangan teriak-teriak ya, santai, karena diplomatic manner-nya akan sangat diperhatiin di cek-cek di US request, okay? So, ya, Apa? Ini dulu deh, Syahla dulu. Siapa namanya? Najla. Sorry.
You said that we can raise our voice in Unmod, but how we can like get noticed if we not raise our voice?
You can raise your voice but not screaming.
I see. Okay, so we still
It's
can
different.
raise our.
Itu different. Itu beda. So itu the first thing. The second things focus on the substance actually. Jadi gini, kesalahan yang kita selalu pikir adalah the most important part adalah besar-besaran blog, banyak-banyakan orang. Tapi yes, it is important but not the main thing. Main thingnya adalah blognya stance-nya bener apa enggak. So if you're for example you're USA, topiknya cyber security, tapi kamu satu blog sama North Korea, nggak bisa gitu loh. Kebayang nggak maksudnya? Itu sih. Oke?
Aku.
Ya, apa?
Jadi tadi tuh kalau misalnya if we don't yell, how do we attract them? Terus kayak it's not only me who yell, kayak China, she yells a lot, like she even scream at my face. Like how do I respond to that? Should I stay silent like, okay China, I think it's okay that you yell to me like that? No, of course I need to defend myself, so that's why I yell. And then also she also yells, so it's not okay to point me out just for yelling.
First of all, I didn't yell. I yelled because you yelled. Okay, but I want to ask, in unmoderated caucus, usually people would split into blocks. Usually there would be like two blocks. In America, is there a chance there will be like more than 2 blocks? There will be like 3 draft resolutions?
Oke, first Alicia dulu ya. Kalau yang lain pada teriak, jawabannya betul, kamu nggak usah teriak-teriak balik. Please be manner aja. Oke? Satu. Kedua, tadi pas unmod kan sebenarnya kelihatan kan. Ketika kamu berusaha bikin circle besar, in the end of the day mereka jadi circle-circle kecil kan. Nah, just trying to get the block jadi circle-circle kecil dulu. It come with the process. Kalau kita nanti di US, unmodnya kan nggak sekali, Alicia dan kawan-kawan, unmodnya berkali-kali. Kamu di proses from small seekers nanti jadi bigger gitu. Oke? Yeah, that's how MUN, unpredictable. That's why you need to learn. Dan ngejawab pertanyaannya UAE, iya bisa banget. Aku pernah di MUN isinya cuma 11 delegates. Cuma 11. Tahu nggak berapa blok yang kebentuk? 5. Jadi satu blok saya cuma 2-3 orang. Why? Kenapa? Karena pada waktu itu the topic is a very sensitive topic, very security. Topiknya adalah kita re-evaluating Geneva Convention. Tahu Geneva Convention nggak? Geneva Convention itu adalah konvensi perang. Jadi kalau negara-negara perang, technically mereka itu diatur dalam sebuah convention namanya Geneva Convention. Itu aturan kayak, oh kalau perang harus ada declarations. Itu salah satunya. Kalau perang nggak boleh nyerang rumah sakit, nyerang sekolah, nggak boleh nyerang warga sipil, nggak boleh pakai nuklir. Walaupun nuklir juga diatur dalam NPT, namanya Non-Proliferation Treaty, and so on and so forth. Dan makanya bloknya kebagi banyak gitu. Nah, topik Cmunce-nya beberapa ada yang gender equality dan lain-lain, tapi kalian be aware topiknya banyak yang high pol ya. Banyak yang soal security, cyber security lagi banyak, soal AI lagi banyak. Nanti kita akan kasih review next pertemuan, kita akan kasih review topiknya gitu. Oke? Jadi belajar HI lebih cepat. Oke, agenda selanjutnya. Nah, izin melanjutkan Bapak Ibu dan teman-teman sekalian, anak-anak, kita ke agenda selanjutnya. Kita akan ada foto anak dengan langsung ke sini. Oh ya dah, langsung di-lead oleh Pak Rifai, silakan Pak.
Baik, tepuk tangan Bapak Ibu untuk Kak Fikri. Terima kasih Kak Fikri ya yang sudah sharing terkait dengan kegiatan MUN dan sebagainya. Bapak Ibu izin tidak lengkap kalau misalnya dari tim travel untuk memperkenalkan diri Bapak Ibu. Jadi biar Bapak Ibu mengenal juga yang akan mendampingi selain saya, Miss Risa gitu kan ya, terus dari coachnya gitu kan. Nah di sini juga ada Mbak Vivi. Tepuk tangan buat Mbak Vivi Bapak Ibu. Ini mungkin sebagian udah ada yang kenal ya Bapak Ibu ya. Ini Mbak Vivi dari perwakilan travel. Mungkin Mbak Vivi bisa memperkenalkan diri. Di sini ada Bapak Ibu orang tua dan anak-anak. Nanti biar teknis pengumpulannya bagaimana, keberangkatannya bagaimana, terus sampai di sana dan sebagainya. Nanti Mbak Vivi yang akan menjelaskan Bapak Ibu. Untuk waktunya kami persilakan Mbak Vivi.
Terima kasih, selamat siang Bapak Ibu sekalian dan adik-adikku yang kami cintakan dan banggakan. Oke, perkenalkan saya Vivi dari Galau Wisata yang kebetulan nanti akan mendampingi adik-adik keberangkatan ke Cmunce yang ke Amerika tanggal 11 Januari mendatang ya. Untuk persiapannya saat ini untuk visa alhamdulillah puji Tuhan semuanya sudah selesai, jadi kita sudah siap berangkat semua ya. Jadi yang terberat kan itu ya, bagian dokumennya ya udah selesai. Lalu hari Senin besok kita akan melakukan penerbitan tiket. Jadi pengisyutan tiket. Jadi persiapannya sudah sejauh itu. Jadi nanti tanggal 11 setelah kalian liburan akhir tahun, ya kita sudah siap berangkat menuju USA, goes to USA ya. Mungkin ada beberapa dari adik-adik di sini yang sudah kenal sama kakak, mungkin ibu bapak juga ada beberapa yang sudah kenal, mungkin yang kemarin ikut folklore sudah tidak asing lagi ya, ada beberapa anak. Jadi nanti kalau untuk persiapan keberangkatan ya tanggal 11 nanti kita akan ketemu di Bandara Soekarno-Hatta ya untuk persiapannya. Tapi untuk nanti jadwal perjalanan, hal-hal perhatian yang harus kalian siapkan nanti akan dikirimkan atau kita akan melakukan Zoom lagi ya Pak ya.
Siap.
Ya, jadi mungkin itu aja perkenalan singkat dari saya. Terima kasih atas kesempatannya pagi ini. Siap. Makasih Pak.
Terima kasih Mbak Vivi. Tepuk tangan buat Mbak Vivi. Bapak Ibu. Baik, Bapak Ibu tadi perkenalan dari Mbak Vivi dari Travel Galau Wisata. Mohon doanya semoga kegiatan kita berjalan dengan lancar ya dari tanggal 11 sampai tanggal 24 Januari Bapak Ibu. Dengan berakhirnya dari perkenalan dari travel, kita akhiri untuk gelar pamitnya Bapak Ibu hari ini. Terima kasih atas kehadirannya. Ya, izin langsung saya tutup ya. Kita akhiri dengan lafazkan hamdalah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Terima kasih Bapak Ibu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Izin Bapak Ibu, orang tua sama siswa boleh foto satu persatu Bapak Ibu. Nanti ganti-gantian. Ya, jadi nanti ganti-gantian foto. Dari Pak Iqbal sudah siap ya. Dari dari mana dulu? Dari sini, sebelah sini dulu atau sebelah sini? Sebelah sini ya. Miss Risa dari sebelah mana?
Oke. Boleh dari
Ayesa?
sayap sebelah sana.
Ayesa boleh ajak ayah bundanya untuk foto. Delegat dari Vietnam. Izin ya Bapak Ibu ya, nanti ganti-gantian satu-satu.
Ya, Bapak Ibu sambil menunggu giliran foto boleh menikmati kudapannya terlebih dahulu di belakang sana.
Silakan Bapak Ibu.
Dan juga jika ingin langsung masuk ke dalam main course-nya sedang dipersiapkan. Silakan Bapak dan Ibu sekalian.
Baik, Bang. Siap-siap Alisa Asnaya untuk jemput ayah bundanya.